going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Pete Perspective. My name is Pete. If you're new to the channel, just want to say welcome. Shout out to you. Today I want to talk to you about my freaking HomePod Mini and why I genuinely have a love-hate relationship with it. I mean, that's the best way to describe it. It's a love-hate relationship. So I want to share with you guys a few pros and then honestly, hate, like the cons, the reason why I think the HomePod Mini needs to get better with a HomePod Mini 2 or some active firmware updates. It just needs to get better overall. A couple of the pros that we love about the HomePod Mini is honestly its Siri integration. All day we're saying, hey, I'm not gonna say it because all my products are gonna be like, but yeah, we're saying, hey, tell us what the weather is, right? Hey, can you turn on the lights? We have smart plugs that are connected to all of our lamps in different rooms and that sort of stuff. And so we're able to say, hey, turn on the living room lamp or whatever, and it does so. We can say, hey, make a note, hey, send a text message, hey, whatever. And Siri is just a huge benefit for the HomePod Mini. You could be cooking and, hey, play this song, you know, tell us a recipe, whatever. Another pro that we love about the HomePod Mini is that it looks awesome. Like this thing is on our mantle right above our fireplace and below our TV. It's like a center point and almost a little bit of a focal point of our room. People come in, they're like, hey, what's that? And like, it's just this beautiful little pod that's sitting on your TV stand, and it's really, really nice. Aesthetically, you can't beat it. Another pro is the sound quality. What's really nice about the HomePod Minis is that you can actually connect them to one another and you can do surround sound, you can do all sorts of different stuff, especially if you have an Apple TV and have Dolby Atmos. You can listen to music, you can watch movies, and essentially create literal surround sound. I guess if you put HomePod Minis in a circle around you, that would be like the ultimate form of surround sound. So somebody needs to do that on YouTube. I'm not about to go buy, 40 HomePod Minis to try it, but that's a video idea for you. All right, so now we're gonna get into the juicy cons. All right, things that about the HomePod Mini, like, okay, starting off. So the majorly annoying con is connectivity, okay? You like what I did there, right? Connectivity, your connectivity between your phone, your devices, and the HomePod Mini itself. Now, HomePod Minis have this cool feature that if I'm playing a song on my phone, I could walk up to the HomePod Mini and it will automatically take that, if I get within a certain distance from it, take that song and start playing it on the HomePod Mini. It's called like pass off or whatever they call it, some cool marketing term. And so this works great most of the time. Now, honestly, that one works great. But when I'm sitting there on my phone and doing AirPlay and I simply want to connect a song that's playing on my device and start playing it on the HomePod Mini, I don't know why, but for whatever, I have the iPhone 13 Pro, and so it's not like I have an older device. For whatever reason, it just takes forever. AirPlay takes forever to like connect, and then oftentimes it'll say unable to connect, and it's just really, really frustrating, especially if you like have people over, you're having dinner and you just want to play some music. It doesn't connect super easily, and I just can't stand that. I feel like technology, like it's one of those things where technology is great, but when it doesn't work, it's super infuriating, and it's almost easier to just have like a stupid, dumb like stereo speaker system, right? With like radio playing. Like that is more reliable at times than the super high tech, like most modern technology thing. And so I hate that. Obviously that's a struggle for all tech, right? When it's working, it's phenomenal. When it's not working, it's a bummer. But I just think the connectivity between devices with the HomePod Mini needs a lot of help. Another con is that when we go to add stuff to the grocery list, a lot of times Emily will say, hey, add this to the grocery list. And it will sometimes come back and say like, I'm sorry, I'm having issues with the connection, or like, I wasn't able to do that, or can you look at your phone? And like, there's just always an excuse. And it's like, man, I just need you to work. Just add this to the grocery list. And that's something that's really frustrating, especially for Emily when she has her hands full, she's doing different things downstairs, she has Theo, she's holding him, she's asking Siri to do something, and it doesn't work. Now, I don't wanna say that without giving credit where credit is due or blame where blame is due. That could be an internet issue. I know that where I'm from and where I'm at, it's not like I have the most amazing internet. I don't pay for like the highest internet possible. So it very well could be an internet and connectivity issue from the HomePod Mini itself to our Wi-Fi. They're both in the same room, but I know that we don't pay for a super expensive internet just because we're young and we just are trying to save money. Another thing that I'm needing to do quite regularly is simply restart the HomePod Mini. You can go on to your home app and go into the HomePod Mini and under the little gear icon, you can restart it. Now, restarting it is good sometimes when you just need to like refresh your connection to things, but oftentimes I'll open up the Home app, and when I see all of my smart devices or smart plugs, it'll say not responding or just different things like that. I just find that so incredibly annoying. I want to open up the app, simply be able to turn on the light, turn on the coffee, turn on whatever it is I'm turning on. I don't understand why it says not responding at times, and then also it'll say updating at times, and nothing's really updating. So yeah, it's not perfect. No product is perfect. The HomePod Mini is one of those products that in theory sounds amazing, and then you start using it and it's like 65% awesome. And again, 65 to 70% to 75%, whatever, it's a pretty good product. But I think the HomePod Mini has so much potential to be like amazing. I've considered even getting a second one for my office space. And even then I'm like, man, do I want to pay $100 for something that is like useful most of the time, but it's just not clutch yet. You know what I mean? You know you have that product, or maybe it's for your hair, your teeth, or it's a brush, or it's a skateboard, whatever it is, like you know when you go to use that one particular thing, how it's just clutch. It does what you need it to do all the time, and you just love it for that. The HomePod Mini is lacking that sort of like enthusiasm from our family, at least. And I know it doesn't matter. Apple doesn't care about us in particular, but it's nice to know that like you can rely on something. And HomePod Mini is semi-reliable, but it's not fully there yet. So I expect that whether they make a HomePod Mini 2 or just continue to get better with firmware updates, I will say it has continued to get better and better. But right now, I still think it has a lot of room to grow. I think the HomePod Mini, from a product standpoint for Apple, has huge implications, and also it could be wildly beneficial and profitable for the company if they could just brush it up and tighten up all the details. I think the Home app is coming along too. It doesn't quite do all the things that I want it to do. It's not as intuitive as I would want it to be. In a lot of ways, this isn't like Apple HomeKit versus Google Hub or whatever, but it's more of just saying, man, all of these home stuff and like integrations through Siri and smart home hubs, and honestly, just for a speaker itself, like there's just room to grow. We all have room to grow. I love the HomePod Mini, but I also really, really hate it. Love to hear what you guys think in the comments below. Have you guys had some of those issues with connectivity or Siri being semi-reliable or just needing to restart the HomePod? Maybe it's truly just my local network and you guys are freaking loving the product. I don't know, but let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys, and thank you so much for watching. It means so much to us that people would actually take the time to watch our videos. So like, thank you genuinely from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you for believing in us. Thank you for just coming back for more. And we hope to just continue making good videos. Like, we're just trying. Fail fast, fail forward. It's all gonna be good. Don't forget that you have a purpose and a perspective unlike anything this world has ever seen. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.